Hello everybody, this is Baljit from JK. Welcome on my channel. In this video we are going to open box review and install this iLiving exhaust fan. This one is a 10-inch variable speed exhaust fan, cost about $70 plus tax from Home Depot, and it's a 600 CFM, it's cubic feet per minute, and my shop is a 12 by 16, so it will be good enough for my shop. So we will be open box install. Keep watching. Hey friends, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please click on subscribe button, then click on ring bell button so you can get the latest video notification from my channel. Inside the box we have an exhaust fan and some instruction manual, and it is same as was described in description. It doesn't come with a power cord. Power cord need to buy separately. And I really like one thing about it, the shutter system, because anytime I'm not using this exhaust fan, it will be keep any mosquito flies and dust out of my shop. So now we're gonna wire up. To wire up, we're gonna use a Phillips screwdriver, and we're gonna remove top plate from the electrical box. Inside the box there's only two wire, black and white. We will be wiring up for 120 voltage. And there is also green screw for chassis ground. We're gonna mount a green wire, and I'm going to feed wire from the side. Actually, I'm going to use a half-inch cord connector to secure my wire so it doesn't get a pull in future. So now we're gonna feed wire through the cord connector and make some connection. The power cord I'm using here, I have a two black wire, one green wire. So because it's AC, it doesn't really matter which wire I connect with the white wire. But if there is a white wire, then always follow the color coding. So now time to mount a green wire to the chassis. I'm using this 4 kind of terminal. You're gonna put on a crimp it and tie it to the green screw. So after all the connections are made safely, we're gonna close this electrical box. We're gonna put all the wiring back, make sure wire nut doesn't come off and don't make any short. Then we're gonna put plate back on and both screws. I decide to test on the bench before I mount on the wall. So now I'm going to plug in and quick test on the bench. Now I made sure it's working perfectly, so I'm gonna mount off the camera. I made this trim and frame because my wall panel I have a use where I'm gonna mount, they're not that strong, so this frame gonna give me a little bit more strength. But my idea, I first installed the frame inside my wall with some staples. I use my air staple gun. Then I used half-inch drill bit and made 4 holes on all the 4 corners to access with my Saza blade, so I can cut easily the middle portion I know needed. So once all the holes are made, before I cut, I just want to go walk outside and make sure nothing is on my way. I don't want to cut any unnecessary part of my shop like a trim or any other things. So then I use my Saza to cut the middle portion. Now time to mount exhaust fan. First I installed one screw on one corner. Then I use my really handy tool like a small leveler to make sure it's on level. After make all the adjustments, I installed the rest of the screws. It receives like 2 screws on each corner. Now so far we done installing exhaust fan inside. I know I need to install a receptacle and the switch to control this exhaust fan in the future, but now we're gonna move outside. We are going to fill all the gaps around so water doesn't get inside. After sealing all the sides, now time to install trim. At this point I found The trim I made a little bit more extra wide. It doesn't fit because the top and bottom trim board is on my way. So now we have to cut on the size. This trim I made with the trim board is 3.5 inch, but after measuring we need only 2 inch. So now let's go back to the table saw and cut extra 1.5 inch. It was not a big deal, it took extra 5 minutes. Before I add any glue or anything, I just want to double check it fits. Then I add some glue on back side, and I mounted with the 1.5 inch brad nails. And finally I decided to fill all the rest of gaps I have around, so water doesn't get in and it will not make any big damage in the future. That's all for today. We are done with the installation of iLiving exhaust fan 10-inch variable speed. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.